Hi, everyone. This is Linda and Michelle. It's been a long time. Um,
It
as you
sure
know,
has, Linda. A
yeah,
very long time.
there's been no movies for a very long time.
And
But
not sure when we're gonna see them again. In
no,
the theater anyway.
hopefully in the next couple of months, hopefully, fingers crossed. But we do have some really good news for you today. And we thought we'd come and share it with you. There is a movement going on in the country, as I'm sure you're all aware. And as a result of that, all of the big movie houses have released appropriate films for viewing free of charge. And so we wanted to make you aware of that, and so that if you wanted to watch some great movies, you'd have the opportunity to do that. Let me pull up for you the movies that are now available for free. You see, we have Just Mercy, Selma, Brian Banks, Antoine Fisher, The Secret Life of Bees, and The Hate You Give. Michelle, which ones of these did we see? What do you remember?
I know we saw The Secret Life of Bees, which I really enjoyed that one. It's based on a book that I had read in one of my book clubs along the way, and it's a nice story. I do know we saw Just Mercy,
which was a great movie.
Yeah, and I'm not sure about Brian Banks. Selma. Yeah, Brian Banks, I'm not sure. And I know I did not see Antoine Fisher, but I think you did.
Yeah, that was a very good movie.
And The Hate You Give Us. We did see that one too.
And I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah,
that was a very good movie. Well,
they're all very relevant to what's happening in our country right now. And I really hope people take an opportunity to look at them.
All of these venues, all these different places are now renting them for the entire month for free. So you could spend every weekend watching a new movie for no cost. And they're all really great movies. We're going to give you a little information about each of them and even tell you how they were rated with Rotten Tomatoes. Michelle, what about this one? Do you want to give them a little information on this?
Well, the star is Carter. No, that's his name. Star Carter is constantly switching between two worlds: the poor, mostly Black neighborhood where she lives, and the rich, mostly white prep school she attends. The uneasy balance between these worlds is shattered when Star witnesses the fatal shooting of her childhood best friend at the hands of a police officer.
Okay, and this on Rotten Tomatoes was rated with a 97% rating of people enjoying it, 83%. So that is a really, really high rating. So it's obviously well worth your time.
Yeah, and this one also is based on a New York Times bestseller book.
Yeah, right. Just Mercy is a true story, a thought-provoking true story, which follows the life of young lawyer Brian Stevenson Jordan and his history-making battle for justice. After graduating from Harvard, Brian had his pick of lucrative jobs, but instead he headed to Alabama to defend the wrongfully condemned or those who could not afford proper representation. It is really a great movie. I enjoyed it.
It is. It's really, and it's excellent. And I see Rotten Tomatoes gave it 99%.
Well, Rotten Tomatoes gave it 83. The people gave it.
The people did, right? Exactly.
Yeah. And I could absolutely see why. That was so good.
Yeah.
The next one, go ahead.
Selma is the story of a movement. The film chronicles the tumultuous 3-month period in 1965 when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. led a dangerous campaign to secure equal voting rights in the face of violent opposition. The epic march from Selma to Montgomery culminated in President Johnson signing the Voting Rights Acts of 1965, one of the most significant victories for the civil rights movement.
Yeah, and again, this is another one, 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, 86% from people. These are really great movies.
And we're hearing a lot about Dr. Martin Luther King and this march in Selma right now. People who participated are on the TV, and it's really a historic kind of movie.
Mm-hmm. And then we have Brian Banks, the inspirational story of Brian Banks, an all-American high school football star committed to USC, who finds his life upended when he is wrongly convicted of a crime he didn't commit. Despite the lack of evidence, he's railroaded through a broken justice system and sentenced to a decade of prison and probation. The people at Rotten Tomatoes gave this 97%. I mean, these are really worth watching. Go ahead.
That one I'm going to watch again.
Okay.
And Antoine Fisher, which I did not see, but I do know a little bit about it. It's the directorial debut of an Academy Award-winning actor, Denzel Washington. Antoine Fisher is an autobiographical drama written by the real-life Antoine Fisher, played by newcomer Derek Loon. Anton is a volatile young sailor in the Navy, getting into trouble for his constant fighting. When he gets appointed to see naval psychiatrist Dr. Jerome Davenport, played by Denzel Washington, he begins to reveal the emotional problems behind his rage.
Mm-hmm. This was such a good movie. I really enjoyed this. I saw this one in New York City years ago. This one, Rotten Tomatoes gave a 79 and the people gave an 86. And finally, the last one we have, The Secret Life of Bees, which is set in South Carolina in 1964. It's the moving tale of Lily Owens, a 14-year-old girl who's haunted by the memory of her late mom. To escape her lonely life and troubled relationship with her father, she flees with her caregiver and her only friend to a South Carolina town that holds a secret to her mom's past. 59% on Rotten Tomatoes, 78% by people. This is probably the lowest rated, but still an exceptionally good movie. So worth spending a few minutes of your time. I'm going to go back and to the beginning here, where all of the different sites are listed where you can download these movies. And I want you to make note of the bottom here where it says you must be logged into your respective account to rent the film. You can rent it today and you can hold on to them for 30 days. Once you start watching it, you have 45 days to finish it. So
Linda, 48 hours.
Or I'm sorry, 48 hours.
48 hours to finish.
Yeah, 48 hours to finish viewing it. Well worth the time, right? I guess at this point I would say, I hope we're back soon with some good movie reviews.
We sure do.
I hope that it's not going to take another 6 months or something, but anyway, we will hope you're all staying well. Hope you're wearing your masks. Hope your families are staying well. We want you to check below for all the links to download the movies. And please give us a like and subscribe if you can.
And if we come up with any more outstanding movies, we'll pass those on. So keep in touch with our YouTube site.
Sounds like a plan. Stay well. Hopefully
Bye-bye.
see you again. Bye.